Okay, we'll be a couple of minutes. Greetings, family, tribe. Welcome those who are visitors here. They call me Young Blood. Yeah, they call me a lot of different names. Young Blood, that's what they call me. So how's everybody out there? Enjoying this high vibration energy. You know the constellation Pleiades, man, there was a bunch of shooting stars out there. And if you was able to tap into that energy because they had different colors, that's representing the different aura fields. And the more you study the signs, the blueprint of the heavens, the more you see how the earth and the heavens and you, original people, melanated people, are all connected. And that's why in all lands that the Euro-melanin has immigrated to, they have to have the energy of the inhabitants there to live. What's being said is that when you come to the knowledge of your power of who you are as indigenous people, you're going to find that you don't need them. They need you. They would perish without your energy. But you don't know that. You think you don't have a choice to be a part of their system. But it's your system. They just changed it to serve them. So I want you all to do a deep dive into your ancestry. And you're going to find out that if you want to say you're from Africa, okay. But that was long before the Europeans came here. Many explorers came here. Mansa Musa for one. 2,000 ships. They came here thousands of years ago. Well, at least hundreds. Long before 1492. So we've always been communicating with the people over in Africa. Because at one time it was one, remember it's one continent. So they trying to sell you this slavery story to separate you from the land. It's the same game being done everywhere. Divide and conquer. So don't fall for the okadoke. But you will fall for the okadoke if you haven't done your homework. How long can somebody lie to you? Forever, if you don't know the truth. Once you know the truth, the gig is up. They can lie to you, but you don't buy it. You can't. You know you're being lied to when you know the truth. But if you don't study, oh yeah, you gotta study. There's no way around it. And once you see yourself as a creator of his story, it won't be such a boring thing. See, they've made research and history boring for you because they make sure you're not represented. Why do you think it was illegal for you to read? Because you'll see the lies. The only time they made reading legal was when they had dismantled all of your ancestry knowledge. So you had no way of knowing who you are and your connection to truth. Then they say, oh, you can read now. Because now the history has been changed. The history has been changed. They have another word for it. What is it? It'll come to me. So it took them a while to change the history. Just imagine the hiding. And see, this is another thing that's happened to us. All our sacred places have been desecrated. They made man-made lakes over our sacred lands. They're built over our mounds. They'll put waters and canals over our cities. Most of the federal lands are our most holy sites. That's why they federalize that land to make sure we cannot tap into the energy that's there, our ancestral energy. Oh yeah, they have done a job. But see, you are going beyond those things now because we have our visitors who are here from other planets who are bringing us these high vibrations. So they have no power over you. They meaning the powers that be. All you gotta do is tap in. Deny yourself these little pleasures. Get off that weed. Because if you're smoking weed, you're doing it for recreational purpose. That's not the way it's made. The reason why we had to smoke the peace pipe and we had people smoke with us because when you smoke in that pipe, you gonna tell the truth. There'll be no way you can lie smoking that pipe with us. That's why it was the peace pipe. That smoke and the weed we had back then was like a truth serum. That's why we use the peace pipe. But now you just done for recreation purposes. That's not the purpose it's made for. Don't you know when you tap into who you are, you got a natural high? You're made to have a natural high. But if you start using drugs, man, you destroy what you have by nature. Yeah, I wish I can reach y'all and just yank y'all out of that vibration some of y'all in. So the bottom line is get a 13-month calendar and find your sun sign and because it's going to be different from 12-month astrological chart. You're going to be in a different sign altogether. And they do have them out there. You have to do a little search. I could give it to you here, but then you won't value it unless you look for it yourself. You have more value for something when you do your own research. That's what's being said. Okay, thank y'all in the chat. I see y'all. Greetings to y'all. Greetings. Love back at you. And we're going to speak again tomorrow.